Hi everybody, how's everybody's morning, afternoon, evening, and night? Just wanted to create this video for you guys just to check out the 360 store one last time, because at some point in time, most of you already know about the news of Microsoft shutting down the 360 store, so you guys know at the time and whatsoever. And of course hearing like other people's videos and other news and etc. all over the place. So at some point in time, I decided to dust out my 360. In the case of people are asking which 360 console version I have the slim model, so you guys know ahead of time. Just a little heads up. As you clearly seen in the beginning of the intro of the video, so you guys know ahead of time. So anyway, so I decided to do a little browsing right now. And I might also include like the time lapse as well, so you guys know ahead of time, just to browse through like the arcade games, as well as like the 360 games as well, and etc. So I'm gonna probably most likely will start with the arcade, and then I probably might do it like a time lapse just in case, so you guys know at a time, and etc. And I might try to categorize it in like alphabetical order. I'm just about to start the time lapse right about now. Alright, so we got that done. Now we're gonna check on the one with the retail and digital ones, the kind of stuff you see on like the third-party games and first-party games as well. So I'm gonna make another time lapse eventually, and then ultimately, once I finish the time lapse on here, oh, that's weird. I was trying to advertise, make it into like alphabetical order specifically. That's what I was trying to do. If it's gonna let me. That's very weird. Very strange. I try to like my title. Okay, there we go. I think there are times and moments that you might notice from time to time. It will most likely will give you errors like that, so you have to like flip flop back and forth with exiting the thing and then entering back in there, so that way it fixes itself. So anyway, so I'm gonna try to like see if I can make another time lapse here so you guys can see for yourself on what's left of it, and then eventually later in the video I will check on the official Xbox website and everywhere else too, so you guys can see for yourselves what's on sale and what's not on sale, especially the ones that are like backwards compatible and non-backwards compatible, so you guys know at that time. So without further ado, I'm gonna try to make another time lapse right about now, so you guys know at a time. Alrighty, so I'm gonna probably double check around the other things too. Guys, I might even try to look for games as well, like original Xbox games as well. Let me try something like Ninja Gaiden, for example. As you might notice from time to time, there might be certain games that may not be on that list from time to time. You may have to search for it. So kind of like similar to a video that I made talking about the browsing the PS3's PSN store, like with PS3 games, PS2 games, PS1 games, PSP and PS Vita games that were like times and moments that they don't show up whenever you look at those categories. So you have to ultimately search for it in the search bar and stuff like that. So it's kind of a little similar to it at least. So you have to ultimately at some point in time you have to most definitely have to search for the thing that you're looking for, and etc. And especially if you wanted to like get these games by example, you may have to most definitely have to get yourself a probably like a prepaid gift card, or pretty much like those like Xbox gift cards specifically, so in case you wanted to buy those games and etc. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Like original Xbox games, like for example, because there were times and moments I noticed that when I was like during the time lapse, I was also looking for that too, just out of curiosity and etc. Like Xbox originals, because there are times and moments that may not show up too. So I kind of decided to just type it up, see what's up, all kinds of factors and etc. Just out of curiosity, just to be 100% certain, because I did have to ultimately at some point in time. I did have to at some point have to do a little backtracking, all kinds of factors, just to be certain. So I'm gonna try and see if I can like type in the Xbox originals, see if it shows up on the. Excuse me. See if it shows up on like the search results. Hopefully, because there are times and moments there might be certain games that are delisted and probably not showing up and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, let me just try to search it up then, just to be certain, because I have a really odd feeling that I might be like missing a thing or two, I suspect. So let me try to see if I can like type in the Xbox originals, see if it shows up. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. So I do see like original Xbox games, like Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex, which is only showing me like the themes and the avatars. So I'm just trying to look everywhere else too. Because eventually, there's, like I mentioned from before, that I'm gonna try to check on the browser as well, just to be certain on the official websites, as well as like checking other ones as well, just out of curiosity. Because there are those times and moments that can be a bit here and there. I'm gonna try again once more. It can be a bit strange sometimes when it does this. And I did make sure just to check the ones that has like the games of it. I'm gonna check one more time. Just double checking. See if there are any Xbox originals here. Just double checking. So it acts a little funky from time to time. Even the ones that you couldn't see from before, so it's like, yeah, here and there, all kinds of factors. You know, it'll take a sweet, glorious time to load, and the list goes on and so forth. So let me just try to check one more time. Let me try like originals. Because yeah, there are times and moments that the search engines, sometimes like the categories and genres can be a bit iffy jiffy when it comes to these older machines of consoles and stuff like that. And yeah, so you have to look for these things manually from the search bar. So I'm gonna try again before I jump onto the websites there and etc. So it's a bit iffy jiffy. When beyond the Xbox 360 store and stuff like that. and etc. And yeah, so I just try to do what I can, however I could, to at least to try, you know. It does act a little funky. And before I jump on there, let me just try to like check on my games so you guys know ahead of time what kind of games I have for quite some time. And yeah, these are the ones I have for quite some time whatsoever. Like the ones that caught my interest, so that's the ones I just, you know, and etc. So pretty much I had these games for quite a while, for like a few years, a couple years or so, and etc. Before the games were like being delisted and everything else and etc. So you guys know at the time. As well as like checking out like the exclusive DLCs for like Tomb Raider Underworld, since it has like 2 DLC campaigns, so I thought, you know, added on there. All kinds of factors and etc. And so forth. As well as getting these ones too that were, as well as getting like Case West and Case Zero for Dead Rising 2, which most of the time these kind of like standalone expansion packs were exclusive to the 360, so I figured why not. And yeah, the list goes on, so you guys know ahead of time. So these are the kind of games I have on my 360, and that's all I need. So anyway, so since we got that done, I just wanted to like check on the console side of the 360, see what's up, try to browse as much as I can, however I could, all kinds of factors, before it gets shut down eventually, and so forth. And yeah, and there are also demos here too as well. You can check a release date, all kinds of factors, and yeah. So that's pretty much what's left of the 360 store, if you're on the console, that is. And yeah, so I'm gonna try and see if I could get to the website on the Xbox side, and then everywhere else too, so you guys know at a time, etc. And we're gonna jump onto that very soon. Okie dokie, so we're on the official Xbox website, so you guys know at a time, which I'm pretty sure most of you already seen this on Twitter by the screenshots and all that. Give me like the final updates of it before the shutdown of the 360 store, so you guys know at a time. And you know, basically it's telling you about like what's on sale, tell you games that are backwards compatible and the ones that are not backwards compatible, all kinds of factors and etc. So you guys know at a time. And of course you can even go to where the marketplace.xbox.com is, in case you need to check the whole list of it, which we'll get to that very soon. And eventually they got the Heritage Collection, you know, merchandise and all that, so you guys know ahead of time. And then eventually they'll show you these kind of games that are on sale for like discounts and all that and etc., which eventually we'll check those eventually at some point in the video. And yeah, that kind of stuff. So eventually I was able to log into the official website and took the time and opportunity to just check around the 360 games that was not present in the 360 console, that you didn't see, either it wasn't like showing up or in the search results and all that and etc. So that's why I mentioned I had to use the browser to check what's going on with it and stuff like that, which ultimately I'm going to do another time lapse. And then eventually, once I got this one done, then I'll be able to check like the 360 here, check the Xbox games here, and then eventually I'll go to the marketplace.xbox.com, so you guys know at a time, just to look around some more for the ones that are delisted and the ones that are like not showing up in the search bars and etc. So you guys know at a time. So without further ado, we're gonna do a time lapse right about now. Okay, so we got that done. And now ultimately I'm gonna go to where the marketplace.xbox.com is. And I did took the time and opportunity to log in there just to check as many as possible, however possible. So I'll just try to make sure to check the ones that are like used to be on the 360 store or just got delisted, all kinds of factors and etc. So once more, I'm gonna try to make another time lapse so you guys know ahead of time. So I have to go out of my way to browse as many as possible, however possible. So without further ado, we're gonna do another time lapse again. So here we go.
Right.
Another one.
You serious?
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
You what? Serious crap!
Yes, it's time to stop. No, this is not okay. It's time to stop. It's time to stop.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, so we got all that done. I think I did that. The ultimate, he had to put up with some errors there. I think it happened to me like about like 9 or 10 times where I had to see that error so many times on the screen. It got pretty annoying if you ask me. It's kind of ticking me off. I was like, ugh, it's so ridiculous. So I had to ultimately had to go out of my way to close the tab and try to re-enter the marketplace.xbox.com all over again multiple times as possible, so that way I could show you guys what kind of games that were past the present day, so you guys know at the time, like the games that were used to be on the 360 store and times and moments that got delisted, all kinds of factors and etc. So I had to end up just backtracking, had to put up with the irritating moments where the marketplace got pretty annoying on the browser. So I was like, ugh, it's just so rage inducing. It's just like ridiculous. So anywho, so since we had to go through that troubleshoots, all kinds of factors, lots of backtracking here and there and so forth. So basically those are the games that were what's remaining of it, at least, so you saw for yourself and etc. And yeah, so that's how you're able to find the games here in the marketplace, as well as going to like the official website on xbox.com, and depending on like the kind of region that you're in around the world and stuff like that and so forth, so it kind of determines what the pricing might be, so you guys know ahead of time. So basically, I wanted to create this video for you guys, just to browse the 360 store, check the browsers, see what's left of it, and etc. and so forth, so you guys know ahead of time. And of course, in case if you want to get these kind of games, you could probably just go out of your way to just, like, you know, use like the browser or even like the 360 console itself if you want to get them. Because if you're using the 360 console to get these games, so I would highly recommend most of you just to go out of your way to just try to like use like a gift card or like an Xbox gift card specifically, so that way you can add it to your accounts, and then you should be able to most likely add the funds on there, and then you should be able to get the games off of it if you're using the Xbox 360 console. Just a little reminder and a heads up, just in case you guys know it ahead of time and stuff like that and so forth. So it's kind of like similar with like the PS3's PSN store, where you have to add funds to your accounts, the PSN accounts, to get those kind of games off of the PS3's PSN store. And then same thing with the 360 console as well. So in case you want to get like the Xbox 360 games off of the marketplace, you have to do it like that, so that way you can use a prepaid card, gift card, or whatever you got to do, add it to your account, and then eventually you should be able to get the games you want to get and stuff like that, and the list goes on and so forth. Which once again, so you guys know ahead of time, just in the description and the pinned comments, so that way you can find what you're looking for before the inevitable comes around the corner and shuts down the 360 marketplace on the console, so you guys know ahead of time and so forth. So I'd like to thank you all so much for watching the video, and I hope everybody has a very great morning, afternoon, evening, and night, as well as staying safe. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.